Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And here comes the maestro of this offense. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, going to throw it. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
Quick catch. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
So the Ole Miss Rebels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth.
And when you think about Ole Miss football, man, and you think about the glory days of offense, and you think about matchup nightmares, like A.J. Brown, D.K. Metcalf, we saw pictures of them with their shirts off, and we were like, are they humans? Like, those literally look like the Terminator from the movie, right? Like, they don't look human. And Palmer, they got their next guy that they can throw to, that can make plays, that doesn't look human.
No, he's a special athlete, no question about it. He's a freak, and I think the coaches, regardless, have always done a good job, I think, of isolating these freak athletes one-on-one and letting them fly down the field and dunk on people. And if I'm on offense in this game and I'm calling plays, I'm just letting this dude take the game over. I'm going to give him his shots deep down the field.
They're all over it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Driven back.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The option, he'll keep it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Hardy. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Lewis. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need to win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Breaks the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
The Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Hardy. Rushes on. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So
to the end zone, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Turns it upfield. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it.
He lets it fly. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. Coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is a...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll run it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Handoff again. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Reels it in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second and short. Could be an alley. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready.
With the run on first, trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Takes it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Push is ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much.
Trying to beat the D deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Third and long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Hardy. Grabs it in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Shift. Go down.
Second down, gonna throw it. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
From the gun on third down. Fires immediately. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Go, go.
Second down to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. This offense doing business in the red zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Back to pass, it's Hardy. Out wide left, it's Lewis. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Out wide right, it's Lewis. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Rebels decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Back to pass on second down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Here comes the heat. Maybe a pickup of two, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. Makes a grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back's got it on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Razorbacks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Fargo. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the North Dakota State head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Makes a grab over the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lewis. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll ride him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught on the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
Dropping back, it's Hardy. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Good. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He'll keep it himself. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea is to punch it in this time. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Great job by the back on the option.
I mean, they didn't reinvent football in this drive. That was really impressive watching them just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like, this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here to this second half. Like, early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Back's got it on the screen. They got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
Burrowing for yardage. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Completes it in the middle. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, running back gets to give. There's a crease. He's got 98 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They'll run it on 1st and goal. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well on designed runs and on scrambles. They didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, pressure's coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking for running room. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hardy. Under pressure. Working that left side now. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
From the gun, hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And it it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. It's Hardy. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Give to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Working the ground game. There he goes. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Maybe. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Line getting set on second down. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Caught, and he's got room. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Rebels line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, going to throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Punt is in the air. Trying to take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Rebels offense is back on the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Hand it to the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and long here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Hardy. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Wide open makes the catch. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. They're all over it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Right on target this time. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Trying to establish the run. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
He's got enough. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
And we've seen them get to the quarterback, get some sacks today, but this is the next best thing. When you're rushing the passer and you see you're not going to get home, get those hands up, try to get a deflection. Nice execution.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Drives inside. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. keeping it on the ground with the single back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Hardy. Left side is Tompkins. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Field goal is off the table. They have to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal here in overtime. Now on the move. Touchdown, North Dakota State! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We play on. First down here in the 2nd overtime period. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just have to keep your composure in the clutch. A personal foul in overtime is just hard to explain. He wants to throw it. Extending the play. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They take the lead here in the 2nd overtime period.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. He's looking to pass. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Hardy. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they have the answer here in overtime with a touchdown of their own. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Have to go for 2 here in the 2nd overtime, and this one would win the game. Hauls it in. He's into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by 2. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.